Imagine this. You open your wallet, and even though you've bought the same groceries, filled the same gas tank, and paid the same bills as always, somehow you have less money left at the end of the month. Where did that money go? Welcome to inflation, the silent thief of your purchasing power. But first, let's quickly recap what inflation is. Simply put, inflation is the rise in prices over time, reducing the purchasing power of your money. In other words, your money today doesn't stretch as far as it did yesterday. Think back to your recent grocery trips. Have you noticed your usual items costing more? That's inflation directly hitting your wallet. Let's take milk, eggs, or bread, basic staples everyone needs. When these prices rise even slightly, your grocery bill starts climbing noticeably. Picture Sarah, a teacher who always spends around $100 a week on groceries. Fast forward a year, and the same basket of goods now costs her $120. Without buying anything extra or indulgent, Sarah's annual grocery bill just rose by over $1,000. Then there's gas. Remember when fuel prices surged dramatically around 2022, reaching record highs in many places around the world? Suddenly, filling your tank felt painful. Let's say your regular fill-up went from $50 to $75. Over a year, that extra cost easily runs into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And it's not just about cars. Transportation costs affect everything delivered to stores, so groceries and products get even pricier. Now let's talk housing. Renters know this scenario well. Your lease renewal comes up, and the rent jumps significantly. High inflation often drives landlords to increase rents, making housing affordability tougher than ever. Even homeowners feel the pinch. Higher inflation usually leads to rising mortgage rates, making homeownership and refinancing more expensive. Take James, who rents an apartment for $200 a month. A modest 8% rent increase adds nearly $200 extra per year to his budget. That's money James can't save, invest, or spend elsewhere. If rising prices weren't enough, inflation quietly erodes your savings. Imagine having $10,000 in your savings account. With inflation at 5%, your savings effectively shrink by $500 in purchasing power each year. Without earning interest at or above inflation, your nest egg gradually loses value, impacting long-term goals like retirement, buying a home, or education. Now, you might think, surely my wages will rise to match inflation, right? Unfortunately, wage increases don't always keep pace. If your salary goes up by 3%, but inflation is running at 6%, you're actually experiencing a pay cut in real terms. Your paycheck looks bigger, but you can afford less. Let's briefly revisit recent events. Around 2021 and 2022, the world experienced significant inflation spikes, partly due to global disruptions like the pandemic, supply chain issues, and geopolitical conflicts. These events pushed up prices rapidly, illustrating clearly how inflation can dramatically and suddenly impact personal finances. These are powerful reminders of why understanding inflation matters. So, what can you do? Understanding inflation is key to making smarter financial decisions. Investing wisely, negotiating raises thoughtfully, budgeting strategically, and shopping smarter can all mitigate inflation's effects. The reality is, inflation isn't going away, but with knowledge and preparedness, you can minimize its impact on your wallet. Thanks for watching The Why Factor. If you enjoyed learning something new today, please hit the like button, subscribe for more insightful content, and remember to always keep asking why.